What is up, everybody? It's your girl Tyra, and I'm coming back at you again with a highly requested video.
That's right. Hey, Tyra, the creative. That's right. The creative.
So 9 times out of 10, if you are at this video, you know a little bit about being a brand ambassador. But if you think you need to learn a little bit more, I have another video on my channel called How to Be a Brand Ambassador, and it is right here, and the link will be down in the description box below. Stop this video and go check that one out so you know what we're talking about in this video. Now, today we're going to talk about filling your BA resume. Tyra, I haven't gotten any BA jobs. Tyra, I have tons of BA jobs. This video is for everyone. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the keywords that you need to use and what kinds of tips and tricks you can use to get the hiring manager to look at your resume. You want to stand out above all of the competition. Before we start looking at the resumes, we are going to go back and revisit what a brand ambassador is. A brand ambassador, sometimes called a corporate ambassador, is a person who is hired by an organization or a company to represent a brand in a positive light, and by doing so, help to increase brand awareness and sales. I get paid to put on a branded shirt, Sprite, Coca-Cola, Walmart, Walgreens, walk around, give out free stuff, and tell people what that brand is. That's basically what I do in a nutshell. So in this video, you're gonna learn how to get more interviews and describe your experience to get any job you want. So first, I have a couple of basic resume tips for you guys to make sure that you're implementing in this brand ambassador resume. You want to make sure that your resume is formatted consistently. So all of the fonts, all of the sizings, make sure that they are formatted. Now, if you have a heading and then a subtitle, they don't have to be the same font size, but make sure if you have another heading and subtitle, they mirror the same fonts and sizes that you used previously on your resume. You also want to make sure that you're keeping your resume focused. More is not always better. Pick your favorite BA jobs and highlight those. The ones that showcase the most skills, the ones that showcase the longest period of time that you worked, or the best jobs that you had. Your resume should only be 1 page. I know it may be hard. It was hard for me to make mine, but you have to make sure that it's only 1 page. These companies are going through tons and tons and tons of resumes, and I believe, this is just my opinion, if your resume is more than 1 page in this industry, you're just getting tossed to the back, because you want to make sure that your content that's on your resume is easily digestible by the hiring manager. So they should be able to see keywords and experience and what you can do in the blink of an eye. And once you get the interview, that's the time for you to expound upon anything that was not on your resume. I also suggest that you guys have a Word doc version of your resume. A lot of companies that I apply to work with say, can you please copy and paste your resume into this text bar? Okay, so when I first started out, I only had a Photoshop PDF resume, and it was super hard for me to copy and paste into the text box. So just have 2 versions, just because you never know what a company is going to ask for. I want you guys to think of it this way. Before you can promote a company, you have to know how to promote you. So this resume has to highlight exactly what you want to highlight. This resume should say, hey, I'm the perfect BA for the job. This is the tip that I use the absolute most. Be creative with your resumes. Being a brand ambassador is technically in the creative entertainment field. You want your resume to stand out, just like a headshot. Most companies ask for a headshot anyway, so you want to make sure that your resume reflects your headshot and reflects your personality. They should be able to flip through and see all types of colors and fonts and your picture and say, ooh, let me read this resume to see what this brand ambassador is all about. All right, now that we got those tips out of the way, we're going to move on to the resume portion. I'm going to show you guys exactly what my 2020 brand ambassador resume looks like. So I'm going to pull that up right now. Okay, so here's my resume, and off first glance, you can see that it is colorful. It has my headshot on it, and there's a lot of different things that you can pay attention to. So from the very top of my resume, you can see that I have my name here in a big font, and under it I have a subtitle, Event Manager and Brand Ambassador. When you're first starting out being a brand ambassador, you just want to say brand ambassador, but I've been doing this for 6 years now, and I want to make sure the company knows I am humble enough to be a brand ambassador and I have the skills to be an event manager. So the first section you see on my resume is my profile or my summary or my objective. We're going to skip that for a little while and go down to my skills. These skills here are just typical skills that you need to be a brand ambassador. I made sure that I looked up the job description of a brand ambassador and I picked out keywords that I knew the hiring manager would be looking for. So to be a brand ambassador, you must have communication skills, be creative, teamwork is a must. You must be organized and you must be able to have some sort of leadership role, because some brand ambassador gigs may be self-starting or you may be working by yourself, like in an in-store demo or on the road types of things. As you can see, I did a creative element here and I chose to do a bar. I did my communication at 99, creativity at 94, teamwork at 100%, and so on and so forth. And also you can see to the left, I do have a headshot. Now, you don't have to do this, but I choose to do this. This headshot is the same headshot that I have on my Instagram, because if you look at my contact and connect information, that is all listed in this peach colored bar. My Instagram is there. So I want to make sure that if the hiring manager does look at my social media, they can see, okay, this definitely is the same person. So I want to make sure that everything is just cohesive. It just makes it so much easier. I have my contact information right under my headshot. You can see it has a space for my phone number, my email, and my location. I don't recommend having your exact location, but give them a ballpark estimate. A lot of companies do ask, hey, are you in this area? Let me know a zip code so we can see how long it'll take you to get to work, especially in a place like Los Angeles. You guys, I also recommend that you have different sections that are not typically on a resume. This will help you to stand out a little more. So I have a personal section and you can see my birthday, nationality, languages, and relationship. This will be a great section if you knew a bunch of languages, or if you are a multicultural person, like if you are Asian and Black or whatever the case may be. That would be a very fun about me type of thing that you can give some fun facts. It'll be very interesting and it'll give you a talking point during your interview. I also put my interests, so I am interested in acting, pastry arts, photography, and customer service. If you were to do a section like this, make sure everything you put on your resume is geared towards getting that job. You don't want to put anything on your resume that is just taking up space. Being a brand ambassador, I have been hired on to handle food, so having pastry arts on my resume is a great thing. Photography, I've been hired to take passport photos with Hilton hotels. Customer service is literally the epitome of being a brand ambassador. That is what it all boils down to. And acting is really good because if they ask me about it, I can say, well, it's easy for me to get up and talk in front of a crowd. Sometimes I can MC. There's all different types of things that I can do. So whenever you're putting anything on your resume, make sure that you're thinking, what job can I get that uses this skill or this interest? And now we're going to go back over here to the work experience. Since I have worked a bunch of brand ambassador jobs, I decided to separate it by job title. So I have been a booking agent and account manager, event manager, brand ambassador. I've done in-store demos and street teams. The key on this part here for your work experience is to look up the job description. So I literally typed in Google, what are the job responsibilities of an account manager? What are the job responsibilities of an event manager, a product specialist? And I made sure to point out those keywords that I could use to put on my resume to make sure that I was hitting all of the points that a hiring manager would want me to hit. So for example, I put event manager, connected with customers, oversaw teams of brand ambassadors, and acted as a liaison between the client and my team. Now, any other event manager position, they're going to ask me, how was it when you were a liaison? Okay, the event manager also talked to the customers, connected with the customers. They also oversaw the team. They didn't just plan the event or they didn't just manage the overall event. They were still hands-on with their team and the client. So that adds a plus right there. So make sure you're highlighting relevant brand information. Now we're going to go back to my resume and we're going to hit up the education part. So here's the education part on my resume, and I have a Bachelor's of Science in Theater and a Baking and Pastry Arts degree from the Art Institute of Philadelphia. Now here is an opportunity for me to make my resume a little better. I skimped on the education part because I was literally running out of room. So if you don't have any brand ambassador work under your belt and you did go to college or you have an education of some sort, you want to add relevant coursework just so they know, hey, I dabbled in this a little bit, I can do the job. But I promise you guys, there's always something related to promoting a brand or being a part of this that you can use to your advantage, no matter what you have a degree in. So this brings us down to the bottom of our resume, and this is my professional skills skills section. Tyra, what's the difference between the top skills and the professional skills? So the professional skills are what I have learned on the job. So strategic thinking, innovation, event planning, public speaking, recruiting, and flexibility. Recruiting pertains to this because if you wanted to be like a team lead or a field manager, you would sometimes have to recruit your own team members. So I made sure that I put that skill down there. I just really thought about the types of skills that go into being a brand ambassador, the types of things that I learned over the years with being a brand ambassador that people wouldn't necessarily think about when they were first building their resume. I wrote down a few words for you guys to highlight in your work experience. I wrote provided knowledge, led a team, organized events, acted as a field liaison, and successfully collected leads. So you can add any of these terms to any of your relevant work experience to really target getting that next brand ambassador job. So now we're going to go back to the top of my resume because we ended up skipping the objective. And we skipped the objective because sometimes it's easier to put together your entire resume before you put together your objective. My objective says something along the lines of energetic. Oh wow, I have a typo. I'm so glad that I'm doing this, y'all. I have a freaking typo. Always get your resume proofread because I obviously did not. Energetic and seasoned brand ambassador that combines the very best marketing and sales skills to gain the maximum market share for each product. And it goes on and on. You want to make sure that your summary is saying, hey, this is what I'm good at. This is what I have done. This is what I can offer you. Pick me for the job in a nutshell. I know there's a lot of like templates and example summaries that you can use. Honestly, that's what I did, and I just put my own spin on it. So you guys, that's basically in a nutshell what you can put on your resume to be a brand ambassador, whether you have been a brand ambassador for the long haul or you're just starting out. There are some sections that you can add that help you to stand out, and that can be volunteer work, especially if you don't have work experience. Certificates you may have. A lot of companies require you to have like a food handler's license. So if you have any of that stuff, you want to just have it on your resume so they can go ahead and shortlist you for the job. And another good section is personal achievement. This is more so if you have like some well-known accomplishments or you have factual data like numbers, like I received a 100,000 on the brand ambassador test or whatever. I can't think of anything in particular right now, but if you have any personal achievement that will really make you go to the top of the list, you want to make sure that you're adding that on your resume as well. Now, I know I gave you guys a lot of information today, but I hope that it was super helpful because I honestly wish I would have had this 5 years ago. My first brand ambassador resume compared to the one I have now, it is not that good. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I know this was a lot of information, but if you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will be sure to get to them. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you are not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and make sure your notifications are on so you can get all of the alerts anytime your girl posts any new content. And if you would like to see me do a cover letter video in detail, let me know that in the comments below too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Come on, that's right. Hey, Tyra the creative. That's right, the creative.